Hello everyone and welcome to PA Academy. In this video we are going to be looking at circle. So under circle we are going to be looking at the properties of circle, the area, how to calculate the area of a circle, and the circumference of a circle. We are also going to be covering the length of an arc and then how to calculate the area of a sector of a circle. So these are the things we are going to be covering in this video. So if you are new to PA Academy or you are yet to subscribe, kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon beside the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our future video. So here is how a circle looks like. It's a circle. This is how it looks like. So let's look at the properties. It said the first one I have here is a line. When we have a line drawn from the center to any part of the circle is called the radius, and you represent it with r. That means if you have a circle like this and then the center, any line you draw to any part of the circle, that represents the radius. So if maybe from here, if I should draw a line that touch this, is also the radius. It's also the same length with this. If I should draw another line like this, is also what the radius. That's a line drawn from the center. As long as it's coming from the center to any part of the circle, is what is called the radius. Then you also have what a straight line that pass through the center of the circle and touch both sides of the circle is called the diameter. So once we have a straight line, let me start from the top, and then it passed through the center of the circle and touch the other side. So this line is what is a diameter, and a diameter is divides the circle into half. So it divides the circle what into half. So if this is a circle, although this is not a perfect circle anyway, but and then this, let's assume this is the center. So if we have a line, you can see a straight line from one end to the other end and it's passed through the center, then that is the diameter. Note this, if we have, let me draw that circle again, and let's assume this is the center. This point here is the center. So if I should draw another line like this is not a diameter. Why? It's a straight line, yes, but it is not passing the center of the circle. So this one is not a diameter, but this is a diameter. So that's the difference between a diameter and a radius. So a radius is just from the center to the end, while a diameter is from both ends and it must pass through the center. The other important thing you also have to notice that the diameter is 2 times the radius. So for this particular one, if our radius, let's say that's the line from this center to this part, is 5 centimeter, then the diameter, which is from here to here, will be 10 centimeter. I hope that is clear. So now let's come back to circle now. Still on circle. Now let's look at how to calculate the area of a circle. The formula, this is the formula, pi r square. Pi r square for the area. Then why the circumference is what? Is 2 pi r. 2 pi r. So our pi is a constant. Represented the value is 22/7 or 3.142. So some question can tell you specifically that okay, use 22/7 or you use 3.142. So this is the value for pi. Now a lot of people do confuse or do mix this formula up, where they ask to look for, when they might ask them that okay, look for the area of a circle, and they will use the formula for circumference in place of area, or maybe the formula for area in place of circumference. Now this is what can help you when we talk about area. Another thing that can help you is knowing the units. The area comes in in square. So let's assume our unit is in meter. Then for area you will have meter square. If it's circumference, you are just going to have meter. And then note that the area, you are multiplying the radius by twice, that's square, r square. You are multiplying it twice, unlike circumference, which is just 2 pi r. 2 pi r, you are multiplying only one value that has units, but here you are multiplying two values with units. So take note of that. So now let's quickly look at this example. It says find the area and circumference of a circle whose radius is 6 meters. So this is what it means. Then solution. So before we start solving, you can pause. I want you to pause this video and attempt to solve this, and let me know if you arrive at the answer. Let me know if that in the comment section below. So now it said find the area and circumference of a circle whose radius is 6 centimeters. Now let me just draw a circle. This is just a freehand sketch, not a perfect circle, but I believe you understand with this. So let's assume this is the center. Said that whose radius is 6. That means from here to here is 6 meters. Now there's something I also want to explain. I think I didn't mention it. Now when we talk about the circumference, this is the meaning. Let me explain the meaning of circumference. The meaning of circumference is if you have a circle like this. If you have a circle and the circumference is the length of this circle. Let's say you want to measure the length round like this. That is the circumference. Now if it is square or rectangle or quadrilateral, generally they will call it perimeter, but because it's circle, it is called what? Circumference. That means the length round the circle. Or let's say, as this circle is, if you should cut it now and open it and make it straight. Let's say, for instance, if you pick a rope and use the rope to form a circle, now just pick that rope and measure it on a tape. The length, that's just the circumference. I hope that is clear. So that's the meaning of circumference. So let's continue with the example we are dealing with. It says find the area and circumference of a circle whose radius is 6 meters. Now what's the formula for the area of a circle? So area of a circle is equals to what? Pi r square. Now this particular question, they didn't tell us that we should take pi as either 22/7 or 3.142. So you can just pick any value. So that will be, so let's pick 22/7. That will be 22/7 times our radius is 6 meters times 6 times 6. So now that will be 22 multiplied by 6. 22 times 6 times 6. That's 792/7. So divided by 7, that will give us 113.14 meter square. Don't forget your units. So that's the area for this circle. Now let's calculate for the circumference. So for the circumference is what? 2 pi r. That equals to 2 times 22/7 times, then the radius, which is r, is what? Is 6. So that will be, so you can write this as 2 times 22 times 6 all over 7. So that will give us, so 2 times 22 times 6, that will give us 264. 264/7. So 264 divided by 7 will give us 37.71 meter. So that is how to apply the formula for area of a circle and the circumference of a circle. So what we are going to be looking next is what is length of arc and then area of a sector of a circle. Hello everyone and welcome to PA Academy. So in this video we are going to be looking at length of arc and area of a sector of a circle. Now let's explain what it actually means. Now when we talk about the length of an arc, now if we have a circle, this is a circle now, and there is the center. Now if you cut a section of a circle, of a circle, look at this. This is a circle now. We've now cut out this section of this circle from the center. So if you have the center of the circle, you draw a line like this, and then this one like this. Now this particular section that we have cut out of this circle, this particular section, let me draw it out. So we should draw it out like this. From this circle, let's assume we bring it out. So this place is still 0, and this place is the angle theta. This is A, and this is B. So when we now say that the length of an arc, that means the length of this particular side. You know, we've cut it out of the circle. So if you had to look for the circumference now, we will use 2 pi r. But now that we've already cut it out, we've cut this part out of this entire circle, and we are asked to look for the length of this AB. That is what we mean by what length of an arc. I said AB is the length of an arc, and this is the formula you are going to apply. Theta over 360 times 2 pi r. If you remember, this 2 pi r is the formula of the circumference of a circle. That is, as mean you are looking for the full circumference of the full circle now. But because we are looking for a particular section, we've cut out a particular section, and that particular section is, this is the angle of that section. So that's theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So if you apply this formula, you get the length of this AB, this section that is cut out of the full circle. You'll be able to get the length. So that's what we mean by what length of an arc. Now, what about area of a circle? I mean area of the sector. Now let's look at this if complete circle now. If you have to look at the area of the complete circle, what are we going to use? Pi r square. Pi r square is the area for the circle. But now that we've cut out this particular section away from the full circle, we've cut out this particular section, then how do we now get the area of this particular section that is cut out from this full circle? Then that is when we apply this formula. We apply this formula, which is theta over 360 times pi r square. Look at it, this pi r square is the area of a circle itself. That is a complete full circle at 360. But because we are already cut out a particular portion away from the circle, and that portion that is cut out, that section, so we want to look for the area when we apply this formula, theta over 360 times pi r square. So that's the difference between the length of an arc and area of a sector. Area of a sector is the area of the part that is cut out, while the length of the arc is the length of that section that is cut out, this part. So these are the formulas we are going to apply. So we are going to do one example that is related to it. This one says find the length of an arc of a circle, a radius 4 cm, if the angle subtended at the center is what? Is 115 degrees. Solution. So let's draw the circle so that we can give a pictorial view of what the question is talking about. Although this is not a perfect circle, but just to explain it. So this is the center of the circle now. Let's take this at the center. I said find the length of an arc of a circle whose radius is 4. Now our radius is 4. So that means if you draw it to this, let's cut out the side. So that means this place is 4 cm, and then this part is also 4 cm. That means this line is 4 cm, this line is 4 cm. I said if the angle subtended at the center is 115, that means the angle here is 115 degrees. So this is what the question is saying. So let's bring out this particular part now. So this is the angle, 115 degrees. Here we have 4 cm. Here is 4 cm. So what the question is saying, that find the length of arc. That means we should find, let's call this place A, let's call this place O and B. That means we should look for the length of AB. That means this AB, what is the length? If we should measure it, how many centimeter is it? That's what they are asking us to look for. Find the length of the arc of the circle. So in doing this, we are going to apply what? Apply our formula. How to find the length of an arc, which is theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So let's do that. So AB is equals to what? Theta over 360 times 2 pi r. So that will be giving us our theta is what? Is 115. That's 115 over 360 times 2 times 22 over 7 times our radius. So our radius is what? Is 4 cm, that's 4. So we can also rewrite this as 115 times 2 times 22 times 4 over 360 times 7. So let's quickly do that. So if we have 115 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 22 multiplied by 4, so that will give us 20,240 divided by, so 360 times 7, that will give us 2,520. So let's divide that. So 20,240 divided by 2,520. So that's 8.03 centimeter. Don't forget your unit. So 8.03 centimeter. So that means this particular part, if you should measure it, it should be what? 8.03 centimeter. So that is the length of this arc. So the question can also go further to look for what? The area of this part. So once they ask us to look for the area, that is what they mean by what? Area of a sector. Then we apply the formula, theta over 360 times pi r square. So I want you to find the area and let me know what the answer is in the comment section below. So that is it for this video on when we talk about length of an arc and area of a circle. or area of a sector of a circle. So for watching it for this part, so let me finish up this. I hope you've been able to solve it, and then just keep your answer. Let's see if you arrive at the same answer. So let's input the value. So our theta is 115, then divided by 360 times our pi, 22/7, times then the radius 4 centimeter. That will be 4 times 4. Don't forget r square. So that will be, so let's multiply that. So we can also write this as 115 times 22 times 4 times 4 over 360 times 7. So let's do that. So 115 times 22 times 4 times 4. So that's 40,480 divided by, so 360 times 7 is 2,520. So 40,480 divided by 2,520. So that's 16.06 centimeters square. So that means the area of what of this, so that means the area of this part that is cut out from this full circle. So the area of this part, given that the angle is 115 with radius of 4 centimeters, so the area is what, 16.06 centimeters square. So that is it for this video. If you have any question concerning this video, kindly leave it in the comment section below. And then if you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to PA Academy, and I'll see you in the next another video series. Thank you.